been through, the music, what he went through, especially, you know, with the Ghana Tourism Authority, you know, the calls he got, the anxiety he had, you know, the honesty, and even getting money to shoot that music video, talking to his mom. Everything is out there on our social media pages, so big shout out to him. And one thing I really commended him for, again, was his honesty and openness with what he's been through. And it's not the easiest thing to talk about, but yeah, that's what it's about. And I also told him that he's opened the floodgates for creatives and artists and believing in our worth and our power and the ability that we have when it comes to the things we put out there, you know, the appreciation for our art. So once again, a big shout out to you. He promised me he's going to come here more often, you know, when he has new music and the like. But the thing is, he has an album out there, so please go out there and support him. Buy the music. That's the #1 way to support the artists. Buy the music. Of course, right way to kick off the show. This is MX Live. We're live on MX24GH, bringing you nothing but the best when it comes to discussion, pertaining to the industry. Once again, I always say, you know, the ups, the downs, the ins and the outs, you know, the artists, those behind the scenes, the performances, the touring, the influencers, and everyone that has to do with this big machine that's known as the industry, you know, the creatives, the actors and actresses, everyone that's involved. So we need to have these conversations, the negatives as well as the positives. But I always say it's all about respect, you know, finding an understanding, a common ground. You can agree, you can disagree, but we have to be respectful in the things we talk about, both men and women alike. Please send us messages, MX24GH, on every single platform, and add the hashtag MXLive. Makes it easier to find your stuff. And now we have our MX Live playlist. Every single week we bring you the biggest songs on the streets, in the clubs, on radio, on TV, on social media, the songs we know are doing very, very well. And this week, no exception. We have artists like Black Sharif on there. I think we have something from Kitty on there. Oh, shout out to DJ Vorosky, man. Shout out to him. He helps us compile that, of course. We have Ira Star. And once again, it can be artists from anywhere in the world. We have Stoneboys, Gidiba, one of my favorite songs. Amrad, who's been doing his thing recently. Wendy Shay, she has a new project out there. So, you know, these artists and these songs, we believe, are the biggest right now. So go on there, mx24online.com/MXLive. And yes, send us messages, DMs, you know, the songs you believe should also be on there. Now, apart from this, we also have our MX Live Artists of the Month. Yes, these artists, again, based off touring, of social media, of promotion, of how well the music is doing, how consistently they're releasing music. We compile them, and yeah, we bring them to you, and you get to vote for your Artist of the Month. So as you saw on there, Black Sharif, we have Kwame Eugene, Kamido, Adina, and Kim Promise for the month of October. So please go on there once again, mx24online.com/MXLive. And vote for your favorite artist. Guys, we're going to go for a quick commercial break. I have two gentlemen in the studio. I'm very happy to have them here. And I promise you we're going to have interesting conversations. Stay tuned in. Welcome back, guys. And okay, straight to them. I was going to do like a big introduction. You know, when I had these guys coming through, I asked for some balloons and water and stuff, but I couldn't get it. Maybe next time, I have Kali J in the house. We've been trying to set this up for a while. Yeah. He's very, very busy. Not just on social media, but in real life, he's very busy. Apparently, if you text him, it's going to take days for him to reply.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That's true? You have, like, evidence?
Yeah, well,
this big cow.
Right
oh, man. Kali J, you have to defend yourself. This is live TV, bro. You have to defend yourself.
December.
Really?
Sometimes it's due to
well, it's not your fault. How many unread messages do you have on WhatsApp right now?
1,000 plus.
You have over 1,000 messages. Yeah. So, random question. If your girlfriend texts you, or is she pinned at the top?
She's pinned, but we don't even
okay.
we don't even text on WhatsApp.
So, to all the girls out there, unfortunately, he's taken, but apparently he's a very nice guy also, and he helps promote artists and stuff, but, and everyone else. Kali J, please tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, I like to get to know people behind, you know, the fame and the work, the gentlemen and the ladies behind, you know, the success. Who's Kali J, man?
This question is big. I think I'm just a cool social media user. That's how I like to.
Oh, just a cool social media.
Yeah.
Wow, you're a very influential social media user.
No, I don't want to get it to my head.
You don't want to get to your head. Oh, that's a good thing.
I'm a cool social media influencer. I completed Ghana Institute of Journalism. I did public relations.
Okay.
Yeah, and I come from a family of 3. I'm the firstborn.
Oh, wow. Big brother.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. A lot of responsibility on your shoulders. Nice. Did you always see this happening? Was it always social media for you?
I wasn't always social media. Social media was never part of the plan. I had other plans, but social media, it just happened along the way.
Wow.
Yeah, but I've been on social media since. So.
Yeah, congratulations to you, man. You. And Charlie, big ups to you on what you did. Nene, how you doing, man? You're also very happy. Yeah. You're saying he has over 1,000 messages. Very difficult for him to reply on time. How many unread messages do you have?
I think half of 1,000. 500.
Yeah. You have 500 unread messages.
But the groups are more.
What?
Yeah, the groups.
How do you guys cope? Are your notifications on?
No.
Okay. Anyways, there's a lot going on. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Neno Domple. I blog at the 1957 news. So if you've seen any 1957 news anywhere, the brain behind it.
Okay. Okay. How's that space? I mean, as
we're
right
coping. Shout out to the people, the boys, the girls out there who are helping me do this. I don't do this alone, like I always say. There are other young people who believe in my dream and they believe in the future I'm trying to build. So they're on with me.
Nice one. Guys, thank you so much for making time. I always say, the ladies and gentlemen who come here are very, very busy, but they do make time to have these discussions with us because they know what's going on, on social media as much as in real life. So again, very, very grateful. Please send us messages, MX24GH, every single platform. And if there's anything you want me to ask them, let me know, and we're going to ask them. Do you keep your girlfriend's messages pinned though?
Yeah, I do.
So these guys are taking.
Oh yeah, we are taking.
Okay, very, very nice, very, very nice. Okay, but we have to get to the discussions. I say, the things we talk about are things happening in the industry, the music and the like. Kylie, let me ask you this. I mean, you've been supporting, for example, we all know this Black Sherif for a while. What he's doing for the industry is immense. But the thing is, it's an industry. We want to see, let me say, more Black Sherifs, more Kwesi Arthurs, more Sarkodie's, not necessarily to copy, but be as successful. Do you think that's happening in the industry right now?
Nah, I think we still have a long way to go. The industry, I think there are days we go like maybe 2 steps forward, then 3 steps back.
3 steps back.
It's crazy. Yeah,
Nene, what do you think?
I think we're doing well.
You think we're doing well?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But to have just one artist every year as big as Black Sherif, that's not good, right?
Our numbers to play a critical role. You may be comparing us to Nigeria and you'd be like they produce a lot of musicians in a year, but their numbers play a big role in everything they do. And the investment in there, I always said it, that we don't have people in Ghana who really invest into our musicians. And so certain musicians from my village may be doing well, but there's no one to push the craft. Okay,
now that's something that has come up, right? People say, okay, the numbers, the finances, the investments. Okay, now we have someone like, again, because he is the biggest thing right now, let's be honest, Black Sherif, who's doing what he's doing. It's all about promotion and support. There's some also who say we don't support other artists as much, apart from those who are at the forefront. What do you guys think about that? Is that true? Because if that's the case, then it's not necessarily the artist's fault. I mean, 2 days ago, I think yesterday or so, we're talking about an artist. She's from Kintampo, right? I think her name is Abby, right? Yeah, and she was saying that apparently she's the biggest thing there. And she was talking about the fact that artists who are not in Accra are not as supported. Now, when it comes to support, the media as well as the fans play a very big role. Now, from that angle, what do you think?
I think that the people outside Accra should know that the only way we hear about the musicians in Ghana is through the media, and basically through social media. So if you are doing good in your locality, you should find a way to cash into the social media space so that the people like Kalije who are big on Twitter can retweet your stuff. I remember I saw a tweet from Black Sherif. It was his old tweet where he was tagging a grind up that he's from Kintam, he's from Konongo. Yeah. So they should put him.
Yeah,
on.
I saw that. So
he was trying to catch into the social media market. And I didn't know what really brought him up here like this, but it was consistent. It was very consistent. He was just trying to fit into the picture because he can't be big in Ghana without catching into the social media market.
So, Kali, with what he's saying, to some extent, or to a very large extent, is on the artist's shoulders, right? Because let's be honest, Accra is the hub. That's where everything is happening. So do they have to do more? The artists that are not as big in Accra or in the media space or whatever, do they have to do more? Or still, does the media have to reach out to them?
I think they have to do more because the media's job is to just highlight or give platforms to people that are already doing well. And in Accra already, it's already populated with a lot of talent, right? But as an artist, you have to work your way to stand out because whatever you're doing, someone is also doing the same thing. So it's up to you to push.
Okay.
So someone like Fancy Gadam, who was apparently was very big in the north, but nobody knew about him in Accra, so he had to push his way. He came to Accra, and a lot of people knew he did a collaboration with one of the biggest artists in Ghana, and he was everywhere. And there's this guy, I think, One Bull or something. He's also very big in the north. I posted him on social media, and apparently he had a lot of fans, but he's not pushing hard on the social media front. So I believe if there are artists that also double up their efforts, add a bit of PR.
Okay, now I understand. Funny enough, we were speaking about this yesterday, and a lot of pundits and reviews and messages agreed. Now, we want the artists to push. We want the artists to do well. Now, there are some artists who are apparently pushing, but they're not getting that recognition, even though it seems like they're doing well. Case in point, our first story today, Rocky Dawuni. He's been nominated for another Grammy Award. Before we get to that, have both of you or any of you tweeted about it or put it out there?
I've not tweeted about the Grammys.
You've not tweeted about the Grammys?
Since yesterday.
What about Rocky?
Yeah, I'll tweet about him.
I
work with him. I usually post the stuff.
Okay, so you do?
Yeah, we text. Okay. We text in the DMs. So.
I've not posted him yet, but I've created a content before I came here, which will be out on YouTube very soon. So I think I've done something about him.
Okay, now I'm asking you guys this because you guys are figureheads in your fields, right? You're doing very, very well. Now, with someone like Rocky Dawuni, right? I was discussing this with the team, and it seems like the thing that keeps coming up is if it were maybe other artists, they would have been held or appreciated more. I think it's about appreciation. Maybe that's is that the right word? But it seems like that's the right word because he is promoting, he's doing his job, and he's constantly nominated on the biggest platform. Now, it's gotten to the point where complimentary to him has become a normal thing, right? You hear Rocky Dawuni at the Grammys, oh, that's good, right? It's like Cristiano Ronaldo winning a Ballon d'Or. Now, you don't like Manchester United. You laugh at us all the time. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. But, when someone does something so well, consistently, it becomes normal. The expectation goes up. For someone like Rocky, would you guys agree with me that it seems like, for some reason, I don't know why, maybe no fault of his own, maybe the media's fault, he is Ghanaian. Maybe because he's not based here, I don't know why. He's not as appreciated enough. And what is appreciation? Promotion, mileage, putting it out there. I mean, let's be honest. We don't see these things as much. Then what do you think the issue is?
Let me be honest. I've heard Rocky Dawuni so many times, but I've never listened to any of his songs. I don't know any of his songs.
Is that his fault?
It's not his fault. Maybe because I don't relate to the kind of music he creates. Because if Sarkodie was the one nominated for Grammy, I would have been jumping and screaming. Because I love Sarkodie.
That's a law of honesty right there.
Yeah. I mean, I would have been doing it if
Is it because you're a fan of Sarkodie?
Not like because I'm a fan. I listen to everybody. I'm not really a fan of a particular musician. I love the music. So if I relate to your music, I'm going to do anything for you. Promotion aside, me being paid to promote you aside. So far as I love the music, anything that I'm so happy about it.
Do we have to relate to the music first? Because the thing is, let's remember, it's Ghana.
Of course.
Yesterday we were talking about King Promise. And the thing that came up was, again, he's not being given his flowers. He's doing very, very well. Again, it could be the media. If it is the media, you have to be very honest. So if we don't relate, if we're not fans, doesn't mean we're not going to push them. Because that's what we do. Do you
remember when Kwesi was nominated for BET?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Everybody posted him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Because I was relating to their grindy. I love it.
Kylie, please come in. What do you think? When you hear something like this, relatability, a fan base, is that an excuse for us not to say we're not pushing him or appreciating him as much?
I just feel sometimes the artists and the media have like a strong disconnection. They even if no matter how hard they push, they still can't connect with the media very well. Sometimes these artists just shy away from the media. They do not grant interviews. They usually are not out there for people to know them. So sometimes when they are getting these big platforms, these big nominations, these big awards, the media feel like, oh, he's actually not a guy like that. Wow. So they'll just GI. That's what I've heard in the media space. But I feel they should just build a connect. Like maybe if the artist has works that he's about to push, he should connect with the media. If the media also have events, because the media space, there are lots of events, they can also put the artist on, so it becomes like a bond. So once these things are created, even if the artist get a nomination, you see him out there on all the social media platforms. Because I think last December, Rocky Dawuni did a concert at 33 Place in Accra, around the Sankara Road there. Yeah. And he was trying to push, but people were just like you could see that he was
like
he was trying to enter the Ghanaian
like
space.
My bros, I'm just trying to find out the reason, because again, if we're saying, and it seems like it's very, very true, right? There's a disconnect with the media, but isn't it the media's job to reach out to artists who are doing as well? Because if it is just one artist, Rocky Dawuni, who's up there, who's constantly nominated at the Grammys, that's not too many artists to say, oh, there's too many people to focus on.
I think if the media has not been fair to him too, because I think Rocky is very accessible.
He is. He's a very nice guy.
He's very accessible. And
Nene, that's something you have to agree with.
Oh yeah, okay.
I mean, the media is not being fair.
I agree, but maybe on his part, you see, I've always said everybody needs some sort of PR in your activities. As a musician, you should look out for the PR. Maybe Rocky doesn't have anybody who is strongly rooted in the Ghanaian space, media space, or in a PR space to help push his stuff to the media. Because if I know somebody at Echo or something who does PR for Rocky, so far as there's anything Rocky, I'm going to get it. And because of the relationship I have with the person, I'm going to put it out there, not because I know Rocky. So like the PR the PR is very important. And like just without PR, you are nothing. Without PR.
Okay, let me just ask you guys this very quickly before we go for a break. With what's happening with Rocky Dawuni, is Ghana losing more so? Or isn't Ghana losing more so? Because I understand, right? It's a business. It's PR. And what you guys are saying is actually very true. Make yourself accessible. Connect with the media. But the thing is, even without the media, Rocky Dawuni is still getting nominated at the Grammys. He's still big. He's still meeting the biggest artists. He's still recognized and appreciated outside. Same with artists like King Promise and Amare. We also say, a lot of people say they're not as appreciated here. Is Ghana losing more so?
Maybe we are, but gradually. We'll get there.
Kali, are we losing more so?
We'll be losing since.
We're losing since. Guys, quick commercial break. We'll be right back having a very interesting conversation. Let me know. And I haven't seen this question as much. It's been something I've really been thinking about. We say we want these artists to be there. Now, these artists are there. For whatever reason, they're not as promoted. They're not promoted as much as we wanted them to be promoted here. But the thing is, they're still doing very, very well. So, is the media losing? Is Ghana losing? Are the fans losing? Is the audience losing? Is the creative space losing? Because if Rocky Dawuni is there and we don't tap into it, seems like he said, we've been losing since. But let us know once again, MX24GH, every single platform. Please be a part of the conversation. We'll be right back. fans, to the audience, to the artists, you know, to the influencers, to those who are doing well, it seems like they're not as appreciated here as they should be, I think, but are still doing well. Are we losing out more so? Because the thing is, my brothers here said, and it is very, very true, you know, when you're in the media space, when you make music, when you're creative, you have to reach out, you have to have your PR team, you have to do very well at home, so to speak. But if it's not happening and you're doing your thing, and the media or the fans or whatever are not reaching out to these artists, it seems like we're losing out, you know, because, yeah, it's crazy. Again, I said Kim Promise he's been touring, always raising the Ghana flag. I don't think it's spoken about enough. But yeah, let me know. Are we losing out more so, even though we think they should do more, as well as they're doing? MX24GH on every single platform. I've got loads of messages. This one says, hi, Hero from Kaswa. Of course, we're losing souls. Okay, because they would like to perform where they are loved and are being cherished. Okay. This one says, hello, I'm Nazil Kimmich. Watching you live from Edujama. A big shout out to Ramadan, Coded, Fashionable, Arthur, and Portia inside St. Monica's. These nicknames, man. What was your nickname in school? Kali J. So Kali J is not your real name?
No.
Oh, you went to Kwabmai, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, interesting story. I went to Okwas myself, and I wanted to always ask him this whenever I saw him. When on earth are we winning the national quiz?
I've always been saying this on Twitter. Because when I own the school.
Shall it be like, but be like me, I will go. Yeah. You know, I did science, right?
Yeah,
I was a science student.
I was a science student too.
Oh, really? Kali, what did you read?
General arts.
Okay, we still will go, but hopefully one day. This one says, good day, Jay. I'm Desi K from Takra. The big shout out to you. Please tell Kali J to take out his phone and follow me back. That's my Xmas gift in advance. Actually added the handle at Desi, DESSY _KAYE. So if for whatever reason Kali J doesn't follow you, it's not my fault. Kali J is a very humble guy who hasn't let this Twitter fame get into his head, and I love him even though we've never met before. That's really cool. Please ask him why I don't see him pushing more of Kamido's content. Wow. How do you even answer that?
Kamido, I text with Kamido. I share his content.
It's never enough, right? More messages, man. Please kindly tell Nene that Jamaica has less population than Ghana. Oh, that's interesting. What is your reply to that?
I never reply.
No reply there. No reply. I love Kali J a lot. This is no stress from why he's a cool guy, and I haven't heard any bad news about him. Wow. Kali, why hasn't he heard any bad news from you?
You should wait for it.
Are you?
Okay. Is something coming up?
Maybe.
Okay, maybe. This one says, hello, I'm Zubi, a girl from Kogi State in Nigeria. Oh, I hope I got that right. I do love your discussions always. Thank you very, very much. Things are not easy here in Nigeria. I'm hoping to visit Ghana one day. Okay, don't worry. When you come, don't worry. I'll host you, man. Okay, so big shout out to you, and I'm glad you're loving the show. Yeah, this one says, let me read this last one, then we're going to get to our next story. Hey, this is Kay, a legend. We look up to you as a media giant. Oh, thank you very much. I didn't know I was a media giant. I really look up to you in the media, buddy. It's me, Kwesi Vessel. Keep going. Do you know what's really killing me? Your shout out today. Okay. Just the, okay. Okay. Thank you very, very much. I mean, the message goes on and on, but to everyone sending us messages, thank you so much. Appreciate you, and please be a part of the conversation, again, as much as possible. And this thing came up, and there's something I want to talk about. Now, apparently, Netflix, from someone who's part of the company, they said they invested $40 million. $40 million. That's $40 million, right, into the Nigerian movie industry. What's going on? Why aren't we getting some of that $40 million? Why do you think?
Maybe we don't have a movie industry.
Wow, now that's quite hurtful. When was the last time you watched a Ghanaian movie, coming from you?
I think 3 months ago, even else had a movie premiere.
That's what you watched? Yeah. Okay, Kali, when you hear this, right? Yeah. Again, it's good. It's good for Africa, right? It's good for African movies because hopefully there's some Ghanaian actors and actresses in there. But one thing about the entertainment space is there's always healthy competition, I believe, right? An artist is doing well. You want to do as well. You want to sell as much. Hopefully it doesn't get violent. That's the thing. So our brothers and sisters in Nigeria are obviously doing very well in the music space. Now we're hearing they're getting $40 million. If someone is doing well, you have to learn from them. Kali, what do you think they're doing that we're not doing? Why aren't we getting this investment? Because again, everyone will put money where they make money back. That's businessman mentality. What's going wrong?
I think I'm actually not surprised. You look at the Nigerian movie industry, I think it's either the third largest in the world. They produce lots of movies every single year. And I think they have a structure. Because you see our actors and actresses leaving Ghana to Nigeria to go and act, and then they come back and they are like rich. So you can see that the system is working. They have
everyone with the media space, they're all rich, we hustling, man.
I think they are putting the right structures in place to help each other. And one thing I don't really like about the Ghanaian space is they always try to gatekeep opportunities. Because even if a Netflix director comes and wants to work with some people, you see people gatekeeping the person and or not trying to put other people on. So it really limits.
What do you think about
that?
Very interesting you said, and I'm going to come to them about this. We've been talking about gatekeepers, right? I've had some people on here who said, no, there's nothing like gatekeepers because you can have your own YouTube, that's like your own station. You know, you can go to platforms. You don't necessarily need people. You can have, your Twitter and your Instagram is your channel. What do you think about this whole conversation when it comes to gatekeepers? Because even not just in the movie space, we've heard in the music space.
There are gatekeepers everywhere. But they won't admit that I'm a gatekeeper. But these are people that are not out there. They are behind the scenes. They have the connects. If maybe Sarkodie wants a feature with Jay-Z, there are people in Ghana who know Jay-Z that can work for it. But they'll be like, Sarkodie, I know they like him vibe, so I know go.
Have you experienced anything like this personally?
Yeah, they are gatekeepers.
Like no, like you've been blocked from opportunities.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you deal with it?
It's cool. Not everybody like you, and it's part of the journey. If it's all smooth and rosy, you're not going to have a nice story at the end. So.
Okay, so that's the thing, right? I'm sure in every industry, someone doesn't want someone to do as well. But again, in our part of the world, it seems like it's very consistent. People not wanting people to do as well. Nene, tell us about this. Have you experienced these things? Do you relate to these things?
I relate to everything. But Charlie, we just have to keep trying. Sometimes, you see, if I ask Kali J now, when he had his biggest gig, it's somebody who linked him up. He will link him up. So it's certain somebody out there who has a link. When you go, I've been asking about a particular company. I want a sponsorship from a company. I'm like, Kali J, can you link me up to this company? He's like, after I'll give you the number. If he doesn't want me to do, he wouldn't give me the number. So we all need the links. We all need the gigs. And the gigs, listen, if I want to get big gigs, it shouldn't be, I wouldn't get it from like the people just in my circle. It may be somebody outside my circle. And the person has to evaluate whether I'm giving it to you or not. If the person doesn't like you, if the person has heard anything bad about you, if the person has inherited you as an enemy, it's not going to happen.
Are we just too emotional, do you guys think?
Yeah, emotions.
Because business is business. Yeah. Someone would make a lot of money off Kali J by putting him on an event, but just because he has an issue with him, he wouldn't. That's emotional. Yeah. Are we too emotional? Yeah. Is that what's holding us back?
Yeah, Ghanaians makes business a pleasure.
I see your replies. I see a lot of emotions on there from the people who text you, man.
Yeah, they make business a pleasure. It's not good. If someone can do their job, you give the person the job, you do it, and you wash away.
Okay, another thing, and I've asked this, and it became an issue when I asked this, but I'm going to do it again because the truth is the truth. Kali, is this industry attractive? Now, attractive. The artists, the creatives, it's not to say we don't have people who are not doing well, but the thing is you always have to look from a holistic view. If we have 16 billboards and there are only 2 artists, that's not a good thing. But still we have our artists, we're going to appreciate them. So again, is this industry attractive to investors, to people who want to be part of it, to influencers?
No, it's not.
That's a very straight answer.
It's not at all. We do not have a structure. I keep saying this. Because if an investor is investing in you, maybe he's putting like, let's say 10,000 in your craft. He hopes maybe in 2-3 years, he's supposed to get all that money back and even add like with more profits. But if there are no structures, the money will just keep sinking. So there's no point investing in that craft.
No. Is this industry attractive?
Maybe it is not.
Because why aren't we getting $40 million?
Investment thing. So a certain man reached out to me that he wanted to invest into my blog. Then he asked I should give him my details, all the numbers I've accrued over the years. Go back maybe 1 year ago and all those. I gave it things like, okay, you have the numbers, you are doing well, you came 2 years ago, but what's the guarantee that when I give you this money, I'm going to reap my money back, maybe in 2 years or 3 years? And I couldn't answer that because I was not even sure if I was going to gain few numbers in addition to the numbers I had already, or I was going to get link ups like as I go forward. There is no structure, Jason. There is no.
I think that one is separate from your fault.
What did I do
Why
wrong?
is this for? Okay.
What did I do wrong?
Okay.
You should be prepared. You should be prepared for such opportunities because maybe you're running a business, right? You need to like be prepared because anybody can just come and say, just like the guy said he wanted to see it. So you have to make sure you put things in place. If someone comes, you know the returns in investments in 2, 3, 4 years.
Charlie, after I'm seeing Kalijo, I'm seeing him right after you give me those particulars because I really need them.
Now, from another perspective, are we not selling the industry well? Again, I gave an example of what attractive is selling. The discussions we're having, the stories we put out there. I mean, I've seen these things on other platforms where people say, oh, the stories are always negative. That's why people don't want to invest. Again, structure, you know, we don't have like numbers. You know, streams are numbers. Now, I mean, right now, even the streams we see on other platforms, on Apple Music, on Boomplay, because of what they're doing now. Are we not selling the industry as much? And the thing is, you, Nene, you're a stakeholder. You have to sell the industry. Kali J, with all his followers, he has to sell the industry. With the discussions I'm having here, the music I'm making, the people I'm associated with, I have to sell the industry. The investors watching this right now. Are we not selling the industry well?
Jason, so when you say we are not selling the industry well, like before, when Haja Forest issue came, somebody came at us posting about it that we are pulling down PhD, which I don't understand. The stories you tell, are they stories we cook up or they are real stories? If they are real stories, then you don't have to blame us.
Okay.
If somebody sells the O2 Arena, we talk about it. If somebody has a big show out there, we talk about it. If there's Wonderland, we talk about it. All the big things that are happening, we talk about it. So you don't want us to talk about it.
But the thing is, I think the issue people are having with bloggers and the media and whatever is, those stories, like example you said, Hajia's story, whatever, is sold more than King Promise touring.
Because the people want it.
Yeah, I think the problem here is the industry is sold like well enough, it's balanced. There are positives. When the positives come, the media highlight it. When the negatives come, they highlight it.
For real.
Of course.
Guys, are you sure?
The thing is,
Kali, are you sure?
The thing is, I think the audience, the Ghanaian audience, have seen a bigger picture. If Whiskey, let's say Kidi and Kwame go and sell out a 4,000 arena, and the media tweet about it, the Ghanaian audience won't be happy
excited
about it because they've seen Burna Boy sell 10,000, 5,000, 8,000. 20,000. They've seen the huge numbers. Yeah. So, but if it's negative, it just travels. So sometimes it's not the media just puts everything equally there, but it's the audience that consume it, and they usually go for
you know how the things go viral.
Because negatives, Nigerians also have negatives in their space.
Yeah, they do.
They go viral because people retweet, people repost. We post the good things, but they don't repost those things. They don't retweet those things.
It's hard.
Because
it's
guys,
hard for
you know, the
someone
thing
to
is
go on Snapchat and post Kidi and Kwame selling out an arena. But it's easier to post Haja for real.
I understand this, right? If Burna Boy and Wizkid have an issue, it's tweeted about, everyone talks about it. I mean, some people say it's negative because it's back and forth. Okay. But in the same breath, I mean, Burna Boy's song alone, I think it went to #1. It's on the track list for the new Black Panther. And it was trending. Like with so many, everyone was talking about it. So my own is, as much as Kali is saying it's balanced, are we really balanced, Kali?
Yeah. Because I think when the Black Panther, for instance, the track list came, Amare was on there and Burna Boy was on there. But if a media house is supposed to post the two, Burna Boy will get the numbers. It's not the media station's fault.
Oh my God.
It's the audience.
Would you say you personally, you're more inclined to tweet negatively or positive, or you just tweet what comes at you? How does that work for you?
Usually I tweet what comes at me, for instance. But usually I like to stay away from the negatives. Personally, I like to stay away from the negatives. Yeah, because
I like that.
Because sometimes you post the negatives and then it destroys the relationship you have with people. You get it?
Nene, have relationships been destroyed where it's gone to the point where you've been ordered to desist from promoting people?
No, I don't really do negative. Like if it's a scandal, like a real scandal, and I connect to the things that happen. So if somebody is seen doing fraud, wrong, I'll post it because it's Ghana's image on the line. understand? But I do more positivity.
Because, you know, all this came up from, you know, $40 million being invested into the Nigerian movie industry. And, you know, let me be clear, this takes nothing away, from the talent. There's a lot of talent there. They're doing very, very well, even before this investment. They had their movies on Netflix and stuff. But again, if we come here, for example, Wendy Shay, you know, I don't think her EP, her album, is being promoted as much. You guys will agree with this, right?
Yeah.
You guys have to agree with this. It's not being promoted as much. But if she tweets something we don't agree with, it's going to be a problem. Okay. Now, all this aside, it seems like all these issues aside, another story comes up, and the FDA and the fact that, you know, artists and creatives are not allowed to be on certain platforms and promote certain, to have certain promotions or be affiliated to certain parts of the industry has come up. It seems like those artists feel like they're being stifled, they're being stopped. When you hear that we can't, or artists, creatives can't be part of publicly, right? Can't support betting companies, adverts-wise, alcohol, again, adverts and promotion-wise. With all that's going on in the industry, money is being lost there. Again, per religion, per personal beliefs, you can decide whether to do it or not. But the thing is, some people want to do it. There's a lot going on in the industry, and this comes on top, and it's become an issue to the point where it seems like the FDA is even being sued. Again, Kali said something, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. What do you think about this?
I think FDA should just find a way to regulate the promotional thing than restricting them from promotions. Because these people, they invest a lot of money into building their craft to that level. And they become attractive to the companies that, maybe the betting companies, that are quality companies, because of their numbers. And you can't tell me all the people who follow these people are young people who are not supposed to drink. Most the people who become drunkards are not the kids, the elderly people. The people who become addicted to betting are not the kids. Of course, Jason.
Yeah.
The people who become addicted to betting are not the kids, they are the elderly people. So what's the sense in saying that the celebrities, the people who've worked hard to amass their numbers, should not promote those companies? They should find a way to deal with it. But I think the suing should go on. Let's see what the court has to say.
Yeah, so the thing is, the plaintiff, Mark Darlington, said that the areas of the FDA's 2015 regulations that are tantamount to discrimination on grounds of economic status and occupation, amongst others. So it goes on and on. Yes, one man is actually suing the FDA. Kali, what do you think, man? About the whole issue first.
Yeah, I think they just have to find a common ground, because first of all, at what point do you define who a celebrity is or who a popular person is? Because
that's true.
Yeah, so you can. It's just like targeting individuals and just telling them, no, you can't work with a betting company, you can't work with an alcoholic brand. They should just find a common ground. Because I also get the points for the FDA, because you look on what's on the television stations, and it's crazy. There are some stations that show money rituals and stuff, which has an impact on people. Yeah. So I feel I understand them, because betting already sometimes it gets out of control, and and it's a bit addictive.
Yeah, bro.
So, but I also understand the celebrities, because they are putting in a lot in their craft, so and they have to make their money back. So if they can find a common ground where it will benefit both parties,
I really like what you just said, man. What defines a celebrity? I mean, is it your social media following? Is it your status? Is it the fact that you make music? Is it till you're blown? I mean, what defines a celebrity? So again, per what I read, there are certain aspects, you know, of the regulation that seems like it's not fully resolved per the understanding of what the creatives can actually be a part of. That's very interesting. Unfortunately, I have to let these guys go, but you know, with everything we talk about, please messages MX24JH every single platform. Now, Nene, you have someone who wants to present something to you.
Okay.
We're actually going to get to that. But Kali, social media and what you're doing, man, what's the next step for you? I mean, as a creative, as a young guy, and I must say, I'm very, very proud of you and what you're doing. I hope you're going to get bigger, more followers and the like. But what's the next step for you, man?
I plan on going to entrepreneurship in the near future, so yeah, we are still working on that. But currently, I have an event coming up with my friends this December. It's called Atmosphere at Pediase, 3rd December. We have it's a party or a daytime event from around 11 p.m. 11 a.m.
Hey, 11 p.m. Okay, I'm rapping, JC, rapping, bro.
11 a.m. to So Mama calls, yeah. We have buses that are going to take the people who can drive all the way from Accra to PDRC. The tickets are going for 100 cedis. You go on Instagram, search for Atmosphere Live, and we're good to go.
Charlie, how come I have to be on there, man?
Yeah, you have to be there. We have and one thing about Atmosphere is we've had like 4 editions this year. December is the 4th one, right? So
okay.
Usually we do DJ sets, not like artists.
Okay.
So we have different,
Charlie, I'm going to be there. Please send me the artwork and stuff.
Sure,
please let's support my brother and everything he's doing. But again, before we go, we appreciate our pundits, both male and female, both artists and actors and actresses and anybody else. And then you have someone, a beautiful lady here who wants to present something to you. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a mic. Darling, please come closer. Please come closer. Okay. So do you know anything about what's going on?
No.
So, okay, darling, tell me and I'm going to tell. What's this? What's this?
Okay, it's a frame, a picture frame.
Okay, it's a picture frame. Do you want us to open it on air right now?
Yeah, maybe we should.
Yeah, let's open it very quickly. So, darling, please, yes, tear it apart. And then you have to tear it apart. Again, anyone who comes in, everyone is doing their own thing. They're doing very, very well. And again, these are little ways. They're appreciated. And we appreciate them so much. That's why we had to do this on air. Again, and I didn't know about this. But yeah, he's a good guy. He's doing a lot of work. So, darling, what's your name? What's your name? Franca. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so as you can see, let's give him a clap, man. Yeah, who's that? Oh, that's cool.
Oh, like myself and Calibos, man.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Charlie.
Nice,
so officially,
nice.
darling, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wait, you're not letting you leave. Guys, we're going to go for a quick commercial break. We're going to take pictures and post these behind the scenes. But then, we appreciate you. These are little ways we're giving you flowers. You're doing very, very well. And big ups to you, man.
Thank you.
Big ups to you, my brother. Guys, quick commercial break. I have an amazing team from Guide Radio. Stay tuned in. We'll be right back.
Do you want to be in with a chance of winning 10,000 Yes, 10,000 skins. And this is because Guide Radio in partnership with Valentine's Whiskey
have put together a King of the Decks competition for every DJ.
Now I know it's called King of the Decks, but it's open to DJs of all genders and of all genres.
All you have to do is just submit a 5-minute audio mix and upload it on www.valentines.com and head over to Instagram. Go perform that mix.
Now you gotta remember to tag at Guide Radio 915 and at Valentine's GH
on IG, and then stand a chance to be shortlisted.
Now get the shortlisted DJs will be groomed
for the ultimate King of the Decks. And do not forget,
you could just be walking away with 10,000 Ghana cedis. King of the Decks Battle Royale is on. Any challenger?
Show the world what you got.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so when it comes to MX24, myself, we are always part of the biggest, the best, the baddest, the coolest, the dopest events. We're all about supporting, acknowledging, appreciating. On Guide Radio, I'm very happy to have representatives from Guide Radio on here because, you know, they're doing something that supports creatives. You know, another part of the industry that's very, very important, DJs. We know what DJs do, right? They break songs, they support us, the artists. You know, they make us, or they encourage us to do what we do even more so in terms of the music, in terms of getting it out there, in terms of having fun. Because I've always said, politicians listen to music, doctors do, presenters do, DJs do, artists do. So I'm very happy again to be part of this event, to support them. I have Abina and I have F. How you guys doing?
Hi.
Looking very lovely, both of you. Looking very nice.
Same as you.
Yeah, thank you, darling. Thank you. Because I heard they were coming, you know, so I had to freshen up. F, you have an event coming up. Tell us briefly about this event.
So King of the Decks is a program that we are having. It's a DJ competition to highlight the work that DJs are doing for themselves and for the entire entertainment community. As you said, everybody listens to music. So the DJs are way more important than people used to ascribe attention to. So that's what we are trying to highlight.
But this must mean a lot to the DJs as well, right? Do you think DJs are given their flowers as much?
I feel like, it's a conversation. So it's something that I feel like we are trying to do more. We are trying to give
Now, me and you, we enjoy the music. We listen to it. What does it mean to you as a fan of the music? You know, you work with DGN, you work with Guide Radio. What does this event mean to you?
For me, the fact that it is even giving women the platform to also join is one of the highlights for me. Because most of the time, women are undermined when it comes to, you know, being part of the entertainment industry. They're not really giving the voice. So for this one, me being at the back, watching everything, it means a lot to me.
Okay, so this is the maiden one.
Right.
Expectations are going to be high, you know. So tell us about the day, when it's happening, where it's happening, and all the details, and what we can expect.
Okay, so the King of the Decks will take place somewhere in December, hopefully the second week of December. But then before that is a DJ competition. I think we failed to mention that. It's a DJ competition that is open to all genders and all genres. It doesn't matter if you're a woman, if you're a man, if you're into R&B, whatever it is, everything. So with that, you can submit your mixes as part of the entries. You need to put together a 5-minute mix. And then you submit it to Valentines.com. We're partnering with Valentine's Whiskey to bring this our way, because we know that Valentine's now is really heavy on promoting music when it comes to Ghana. So yes, do submit your mixes to Valentines.com, and then after you have to post, you know, we want to see what you're all about. We want to see the energy you're giving up on that day. So you do have to post on social media. Make sure you're tagging us at Guide Radio 9015, and also you're tagging at Valentine's GH. Then after that, you get your fans, you get your friends to comment and vote to share, that you spread out the word. Then from there, we pick the starting 10. Would you want to continue?
Right.
I think I'm doing all the talking.
No, it's fine. I mean, we pick the top 10, and then from the top 10, we start grooming them.
Yeah, because the thing is, you know, one thing about DJing, it's not just about putting songs together.
No, it's definitely
the mix, the vibe, the feeling, the crowd.
The
so
vibe.
Please
even carrying a certain energy.
Energy throughout.
Even sometimes, like, There's skills in DJ sometimes. You can even intentionally dip the energy for a bit, for people to rest and then come back.
So,
hey,
really?
we do that. we do that. Yeah, we do that.
So, I mean, what
so.
would determine, I mean, being a DJ yourself, what do you think would determine who would actually win or who has a potential to win this event? Again, is it, because I'm sure they're going to be performing for crowds, right? Is it who can carry the crowd? Is it the mixes? Is it the vibe? What are you guys actually going to be looking for?
Yeah, so definitely we'll be looking at transitions.
Okay, that's from song to song.
Song to song. How you even move between genres. How you switch your songs, your transition pattern, and your song selection as well. Okay. And ability to read the crowd, which is very, very important. Which a lot of people very sometimes. Right? Like, you can have a dope DJ play a dope set, and they are not reading the crowd well. And then they just end up playing things and go off. And then, technically, or by the facts, it's a dope set. But by the vibe, it's off.
Okay, so again, now what determines the winner? Is it per vote? Now, how's that going to work?
Okay, so before I made him continue. So we have the starting 10. Now, the starting 10 are going to be taken through a process of grooming.
Right.
They're going to go through workshops.
Right.
After that,
so it's not like a one-night event?
No. So like right now, we're still in the process.
Okay.
So we're still taking entries.
Okay.
There'll be a point where entries will be closed. Right. Then from there, the starting 10, as I said, we'll drop it all the way to 5. And now with this 5, they are the ones going for the ultimate King of the Decks party in December.
Okay.
Are you getting it now?
Which we can all attend.
Oh yeah, everyone is a free event.
I mean, this December I'm going to be out. I don't know.
I'm going to be out too.
Okay.
We'll go be outside.
Okay, so on the night, are there going to be judges? Because I'm sure this is going to be really tough.
Yeah, definitely.
I've gone to a lot of events where, you know, this DJ came, they didn't do it. The next one comes and they turn it up and you're like, wow, this is actually an art form. Yeah. So on the night, are there going to be judges and the prizes? How's that also going to work?
So there's going to be judges. And aside that too, the crowd is also going to take part in choosing whoever it is. So if you know you're not going to come with your energy, stay at home. Because we don't want to be like partiality and all of that. It's going to be actually organic.
Okay.
I think we're going to have like a meter as well to check the crowd and all of that. It's really going to be cool.
Yeah, it is.
So with the first winner, the first winner gets 10,000 Ghana cedis cash prize.
Please, wait, hold on, baby girl. So you don't have to be a DJ to enter this competition, right? Once you can play music, because 10,000.
I mean, by your skills will tell.
Please, that's some classes after this, because 10,000 CDs, that's a lot of money.
I mean, I'm open.
Okay,
I can take my cards.
Yeah, 10,000.
Okay, we'll talk about this.
So the first one that gets 10,000 Ghana cedis and then 6 months residency at Guide Radio.
Oh, that's cool.
Then the second winner gets 2 months residency with MX24.
Oh, that's nice.
That's really cool.
I was about to say.
That's the first runner-up.
Yeah, okay.
Then the second runner-up also gets residency with Muller.
Okay.
Then, aside everything, all those that made it to the 10, they all get to showcase their mixes via Apple Music through Muller. So that's everyone goes away with something. You don't come and then go off just like that.
That's big, man. That's really big. So if I'm first, I get 10,000 CDs, and I get to see you on a regular basis at Guide Radio.
Focus.
Yeah. So okay. But how do I learn how to DJ in a couple of weeks? I'm in so much trouble. What would you want to tell DJs out there? You know, I mean, this is exciting, but you know, I think the space is growing even more so. We've seen what DJs outside have done. You know, we've seen these festivals. They handle such big crowds. You know, an artist needs a good DJ. You know, an artist needs a very good DJ. What would you want to tell the DJs as to why they should be a part of this?
Times have changed where a lot of the show used to be focused on the artist alone. And nowadays we have artists. I mean, artists are always, unless like a senior man, they go give you some 1 hour. But DJs regularly 1 hour. So there's always much more space for DJs to do more. So we are I'm so happy that we've put this thing together to be able to groom and encourage more DJs to be doing more and more work. And I mean, with this program, it's going to put you through like a simulation to groom you to become like a superstar DJ.
Yeah, it is.
In such a short period. So if you know you're actually even already there, it's going to make this thing easier for you because you get your 10K, you get into a radio residency.
That's very necessary,
You
my
get
bro.
into a radio residency right
The
there.
interesting thing is
All of
that
that.
with a residency, you even get to network more. Because at the radio station, you have day in, day out. You get to interview people. You get to talk to people. Artists, unlimited access.
I mean, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
Right? It's a win-win. And even, you know, just being a part of it, the platform, the exposure, you know, the understanding more so of the art form is very, very important. So, guys, is there anything you want to add? Because I'm sure we're going to be talking about this some more, you know, leading up to the finale, so to speak. Is there anything else you want to add?
Well, I think if you did miss out what the information was, I think the shortest thing to do right now is to go to Guide Radio's page on Instagram and on Twitter at Guide Radio 915 for details for the King of the Decks coming this December.
Nice one. If there's anything you want to add, man?
DJs, I beg you, put your best foot forward.
Yeah.
Put your best foot forward. There's so much up for grabs, and it will really pain me if you guys don't take this.
Again, guys, it's
because me personally, I get to go resign from Guide.
I can't do that, maybe.
I can't do that. Then maybe I'll go.
I am now officially a DJ. Add it to my stuff, and I make music, I'm DJing, you know, I'm presenting. But guys, thank you so much, you know, for the fact that, you know, you guys have recognized this is very important to the culture. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'm sure again as the weeks go on, we're going to have you guys on some more, you know, to talk about these things. Thank you for making time. I've been a big salute to you. We do have to sign off. I'm going to be here same time tomorrow, 3 to 4 p.m. Look for King of the Decks on all social media. You're going to find it somewhere, you know. And yeah, be a part of it. Tell someone to tell someone. On that note, I'm signing off. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Guide Radio.
Yo, Wacko. Come around. Check up. Oh shit. Yeah.
Do you want to be in with a chance of winning $10,000? Yes, $10,000 seeds. And this is because Guide Radio in partnership with Valentine's Whiskey
I've put together a King of the Decks competition for every DJ.
Now I know it's called King of the Decks, but it's open to DJs of all genders and of all genres.
All you have to do is just submit a 5-minute audio mix and upload it on www.valentines.com
and head over to Instagram. Go perform that mix.
Now you gotta remember to tag at Guide Radio 915 and at Valentine's GH
on IG, and then stand a chance to be
shortlisted.
Now get this, shortlisted DJs will be groomed
for the ultimate King of the Decks, and do not forget,
you could just be walking away with 10,000 Ghana cedis. King of the Decks Battle Royale is on. Any challenger?
Show the world what you got.